Today in Star Trek news, a brand new showrunner has been announced for Star Trek Picard. Hey everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome back to Trek Central. Today we have some fantastic Star Trek news, and that's all about the upcoming Star Trek Picard show. The showrunner for Star Trek Picard has been announced as Michael Chabon, the writer of the excellent short trek Calypso, and he's currently on the writing team for Star Trek Picard, where he's also been serving as an executive producer, but obviously now he has been elevated to showrunner. Personally, I think this is great news. I've been following Michael Chabon since I saw his short trek Calypso, and he seems really passionate about Star Trek and also Picard at the same time. So I have a feeling the show is in safe hands here, and can't wait to see what he comes up with. Now Chabon actually said, "I'm really so delighted and I can't believe I get a chance to be a part of this. Star Trek has been an important part of my way of thinking about the world, the future, human nature, storytelling, and myself since I was 10 years old." He says, "I come to work every day in a state of joy and awe, having been entrusted with the character and the world of Jean-Luc Picard, with a vibrant strand of rich, intricate, and complex tapestry that is Trek." Now, Michael Chabon will also be overseeing Star Trek Picard along with Star Trek veterans Akiva Goldsman and of course Alex Kurtzman, who we know is kind of the head of everything Star Trek currently. Now, this may come as a surprise, as many of you might have thought that Picard already had a showrunner. It turns out it actually didn't. According to Alex Kurtzman, who did state back when the first demo shots were shown to us, he stated that instead of having a traditional showrunner, Picard was instead shepherded by a team of creatives, of which we knew him and Michael Chabon actually were part of that team, including Patrick Stewart himself. He's an executive producer in case you didn't know. So it now appears that they've gone back on that and have instead, enlisted a showrunner in Michael Chabon to actually run the show. It does make more sense because a lot of people might see this as, Kurtzman getting less control. It's not entirely about that, and I really want to make a separate point about this. Before you see any fake news online, there's no indication Alex Kurtzman has been fired whatsoever. The fact they've appointed Michael Chabon as the showrunner means absolutely nothing compared to Kurtzman being fired. There's no correlation, just in case you see any fake news. This is a perfectly normal thing to do. You can kind of think of Alex Kurtzman kind of like a modern day Rick Berman, whereas still like different people overseeing certain shows. An example, Iris Bears overseeing DS9 back in the old days, and Jerry Taylor was overseeing Voyager. Rick Berman was overseeing all of Star Trek. That's basically what Kurtzman is today. So installing a showrunner to Picard means we're in a comfortable position to actually let him oversee everything, while Kurtzman is seeing everything of Star Trek. Kind of makes more sense there. I just want to outline that point, as I know some people might get carried away with fake news, but hopefully you guys understand. Now, Kurtzman actually perfectly described Michael Chabon by saying, "Daring, lyrical, humane, whimsical, celebrated." Words that describe both Jean-Luc Picard and the literary genius of Michael Chabon. This was what Alex Kurtzman said. "Despite a laundry list of accomplishments most writers only dream of, Michael shines with the heart and soul of a Trekkie who's finally found his dream job. We're so fortunate to have him at the helm as we explore the next chapter in the great captain's life." And this perfectly sums up what many of us are thinking. Having someone of Michael Chabon's caliber, showrunning Picard is fantastic. And personally, I can't wait to see what he comes up with. He seems like an insanely passionate man to have on board with Star Trek Picard. I personally cannot wait to see more. In addition to Michael Chabon, Akiva Goldsman and Kurtzman, Patrick Stewart, Heather Caden, James Duff, Rod Roddenberry, and Trevor Roth also serve as executive producers, with Aaron Beers, Secret Hideout, serving as co-executive producer, and Kirsten Beer as a supervising producer. A lot of people behind the Star Trek Picard season, and there's a lot of work going into it. We also know Hanelle M. Culpepper is directing the first 2 episodes of the series. They're apparently all filmed now, and obviously Star Trek veteran Jonathan Frakes has just finished directing his 2 episodes. I think that sums it up. Picard is on track, heading at light speed, and most likely we are going to see it at the end of this year. They've got a showrunner now. This is great news. Personally, I can't wait to see more of Star Trek Picard. I want to know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section, so do let me know what you thought. The news today, Michael Chabon has been announced as the showrunner for Star Trek Picard. Remember, you can follow us here on Trek Central if you want to keep up to date with the latest Star Trek news. Subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on our social media such as Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or our brand new Discord server. I've been Captain Jack, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.